What's up, Adrian Flores?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. Glad to have you along. You're the Scholar Athlete of the Week from Luke's Cage and Concho Sports Network. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Obviously you are. We wouldn't have you bring all this stuff if you weren't. First, Mom and Dad. Let's say hi to Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Y'all doing okay? All right. So let's talk about all the things that you participate in, and then we're going to get more specific as to things you've accomplished, and we'll play a little show and tell.
Yes, sir.
Football player, not just one position. How many positions have you played for the Lakeview Chiefs?
Let's see. I played receiver. Almost had a chance at quarterback for a little bit, and then defensive side everywhere, honestly. Corner, safety, outside linebacker. If you really want me to, I'll play inside linebacker.
What about defensive line?
That one.
Maybe?
Yeah, we got.
That was a consideration?
It was a talk, but.
They know you can get the job done wherever they put you.
Yes, sir. Always. No matter what.
And football may be in your future still whenever certain folks said that you would probably never play again.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But track. Let's talk about track. Was it? Well, you won't remember this. Your parents might. Was it Janet Jackson said, "What have you done for me lately?" So what have you done lately in track, man?
I've been running the 4x1, open 100, open 400, and then the 4x4. But 400 and 4x4 are my main. So that 400, that quarter.
And you're going to be continuing. What was the last meet?
It was district. It
Okay.
was last Wednesday and Thursday.
And how did that turn out for you?
Qualified for the 400 and the 4x4.
So you're still going.
Yes, sir. Still
And this
going.
is senior year, man.
Yes, sir.
This is your last chance as a chief. So where do you go next?
Area, and that is in Abilene on Friday.
Okay. Well, best of luck. Is that going to be at Shotwell?
Yes, sir.
That's a cool atmosphere. And you like the atmosphere of track meets anyway, right?
Yes, sir. Love it.
So
Nothing
what do
like
you do in between your different events? You just stretch, rest, carb up, or what do you do? Chase
My
girls?
coach is hearing this. I hope he don't get mad, but I'll walk around or I'll sleep.
Okay, and that's good. Take those little naps and get up and have some energy.
Yes, sir.
It's always good to participate in more than one thing, or else you might be sitting there all day after your event if you have one of the early ones.
Beginning of the year, I was running the 4x1 and then the 4x4. So the first race and then the last race. So I was sitting there the whole meet.
Have you found yourself in a situation, though, where you don't have any time between events and you're getting kind of tired?
During if I run the 400 and then like a 4x2, then it's like, that's where I don't really get the rest. Or the 100 and 400, still kind of recovering from the 100. But other than that, I have plenty of rest.
That's good. You don't go chasing girls like we did, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all seem to be so much more mature than we were for some reason. Let's play show and tell, shall we?
Yes,
and
sir.
then we'll talk some more. Give us the rundown of the medals as best you can remember them, because you've got so many.
So this one right here, this is the 400 second place.
And how long have you been on the varsity track squad?
Since my freshman year.
Since freshman, and football since sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This one's actually a one act. I do one act too.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Very surprising.
What does it say? Like
this is, I think, this is
All-Star
just
Games?
just advanced out of.
Oh,
district.
awesome.
Yes, sir. This is another one act actually. This is an alternate. This one was from last year, I think so.
Yeah, I got one. I still have it for one act play. All-Star Cast, honorable mention. All-Star Cast, honorable mention.
And this was, I think this was my sophomore year, 4th place in the 400 relay, the 4x1. This one was this year's, the 2nd place, mile relay. This one is from sophomore year too. This is 4th place in the 400, the open 400. See,
And
this
you're going up
is-
against a lot of good people
Oh,
in
yeah.
track.
Oh, yeah. This is the, I think this was this year's Mile relay, I think it was third place, and this one was the 4x1, third place too, and then we got first place in the mile relay. This one was last year. This one was this was a fun year. Last year was a fun year.
And we're still not done here. Let's see.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
take a look at some of these. I'll have to put my specs on. Here you go.
I want to say this was
Ooh,
Big
that's
Spring.
nice.
Big Spring sophomore year, maybe. This one doesn't even have the.
I love the shoe with the wing on it. That's cool.
Yes, sir. And then I think I got two more over there with the black stripes, or those two right there.
These?
Yes, sir. Those two are.
those
I
are
think
nice.
they're pretty much the same ones.
I like those. Those are
Sir.
cool. All right. Let me hold it for you for a while, man. That's cool. You certainly earned those, and I know your folks are proud.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been doing track and football? Not varsity level, but just period.
Oh, I've been playing football since I want to say 6, maybe. I was playing.
Did you play like Pee Wee League or whatever before junior high?
I was playing. I think it was second grade. I was playing tackle football,
Okay.
and then we had moved over here, and then I started playing third grade Pee Wee YMCA football. And I played all the way until middle school, and then throughout middle school and throughout high school.
And what about track? Were you always fast? Did you always outrun everybody else in the class?
Somewhat. During my middle school, I did hurdles. I was never a sprinter. Just did hurdles and high jump, and that was it. That was my meet.
And you didn't want to continue the high jump, or that wasn't your
yeah,
strength?
that is not my strength at all.
Well, by the way, did y'all have those elementary school track meets like we did?
The Little Olympics, yes, sir,
Yeah,
we
those
did.
were always so much fun.
Yes, sir. I made
Unfortunately,
it
see, for me, those were my glory days. You had many glory days after the 4th grade.
Yes, sir.
So you did one act for how long?
I've done it since sophomore year.
Okay.
All I do is the sound, though. I don't
Oh, really?
do,
Well,
yeah.
hey, you got to have sound. It's got to
Yeah.
be done right. Well, let's talk about your challenges, because there was a popular opinion by medical folks that you were not going to play any more football,
Yes,
track,
sir.
all of that kind of stuff. It was in a game last season
Yes, sir.
against Greenwood that you got injured. Tell us about that. What did they tell you, and how have you overcome it?
So basically, it was a freak accident. It was on a kick return. I bobbled the kick, picked it up, ran the other direction, and then a kid grabbed me by my shoulders, and I landed on my foot, broke it, or dislocated it. And then when we got to the doctor, all tears, of course, 'cause senior year,
Mm-hmm.
And then the doctor comes in telling us, like, this is some big injury. This is something that, like, we hardly see anybody come back from. This is something that, you'll be lucky if you get back from it.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I just kept that in my head and always wanted to prove, everybody wrong about everything I do.
How did you feel at first? Because these are sports that you love. You're a senior. To get that kind of news that it's over, basically. Were you determined from the beginning, or did you take it hard there for a while?
I mean, the first 5 minutes, it was tears, pure tears, and then from there on out, from after the surgery, it was just more like I want to prove everybody wrong. I want to be somebody and do things that people think that I can't do.
How did you do that? What was the process? Like, how did you get yourself back into a condition to where you could actually do athletics?
Basically, I always just found myself being very positive.
Mm-hmm.
I never, doubted myself. I never told myself that I couldn't do anything that, I was always capable of doing. So basically, I just stayed positive, and I kept my head up, and I kept pushing.
Did you have to do a lot of rehab type stuff? Was there a routine you had, no matter how much pain, that you were going to try to do every day? Or?
So I think it was the first 2 months I was non-weight bearing. I couldn't do nothing, couldn't walk, couldn't just be on my own. And then the third month I was out of the boot and I was walking and doing physical therapy, moving marbles with my toes, doing things like that, icing all the time.
What's the first thing that you did sport-wise that you came back and did? Like your first event, game, what did you, when you came back, what was the first thing you did?
It was a soccer game, actually.
And what could be better for an injured foot than soccer?
Right. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
That's a flex right there, man. So tell us more about soccer.
So I played soccer. This was my second year. I had decided just to, call it quits because I didn't want to risk my foot even more than it already was, So, but last year I was on the team where we went undefeated and made it to the playoffs and everything, But not much of a soccer player, though.
We said your name a time or two, though.
Yes, sir.
In those broadcasts. And
Yes, sir.
I got to say, I want to go ahead and give a shout-out. Lakeview Chiefs are some bad mamma jammas at
Some
soccer.
dogs. They're some dogs.
Last season and this season, district champions. Pretty cool. So
Yeah. Young team, too.
yeah,
Stay tuned to them.
you go to the games and
Oh, yeah, I'm always
support your
supporting
friends,
them. Yeah, they're family.
you go to like baseball and stuff too. Or?
Oh, I'm always there.
Okay,
Every
that's
game.
cool. And when you graduate, you're still going to come back? Cause
I'm
you
gonna
should
try
when you have a
here and
chance,
there.
Always
Sir.
a chief.
Always a chief.
So what's next for you athletically? Do you want to continue?
I'm looking into some colleges. Hopefully, gonna go play some college football somewhere.
That's amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, best of luck to you on that. Let's talk about academics because you are the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Yes, sir.
I would say 99% of our Scholar Athletes have been more math people than English people. What are you, math?
I'm
Or
math.
You're math?
I'm a math guy.
You're also math-oriented. Do you
Yes,
enjoy
sir.
English and history too? Or
I've always struggled with English, but my junior teacher, and she helped me out a lot. Miss Campbell. Shout out to Miss Campbell. Thank you, Miss Campbell.
Miss Campbell? All right.
So, but math has just always been my strength in it, and history too. I like history. History is one big.
Do you have a career in mind beyond sports? And you don't have to. You're young.
I'm looking to either become like a physical therapist or a coach. Be a
Okay.
coach.
Well, both of those are good fields.
Sir.
If you're a coach, it's a lifestyle, not a job.
Oh yeah.
But whatever you do, we know that you're going to excel at it. Coach Allenbar had so many good things to say about you. Said that you've become a real leader. You help the younger people, and your work ethic is second to none. And a lot of kids look up to you because you could have given up. You could have said, "Why me? Why me?" Been angry at everybody, but you didn't, and that's something that will carry on through the underclassmen. They'll remember guys like you, and when you show up, that'll be a big deal, man. When you're off at college playing ball, and we wish you the best with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got a bright future. Again, Mom and Dad, thank you all for coming.
Sir.
Adrian Flores, we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you.
One of the Northside Pride guys, Lakeview Chief Senior Scholar Athlete of the Week from Luke's Cage and Pixelcast Media's Concho Sports Network. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, sir. Go Chiefs.